All aboard!
This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 76. Back at it again with that good stuff. This is episode 76. So living with the revolution, getting all patriotic, the spirit of 76, and stick with this one. Pelon has to get it up and up and up. Feeling kind of groggy at work, but now he's making those numbers, making it count. Chubby is getting ready for the summit. What is the summit, you ask? Pelon's on the way. And we get a call in from a lovely North Carolina citizen. Talking about freedom, talking about revolution. Ain't no time for that. This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 76. Doing what we do. Check us out.
Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
And we're live.
Hello and good evening and welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
And together we're Pelon and Chubby here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Coming to you live from the Pelon and Chubby studio, soon to be named. Whatever corporation wants to sponsor it, we'll take all. You know what? We got to set a limit on that. Like, we can't name it.
Everybody.
We can't name it for $25. I mean, it's got to be like, we're going to add some more zeros to that. Welcome to the show, everybody watching on Facebook Live. That is intended to be a behind-the-scenes look at the recording of the podcast of the Pelon and Chubby Show, which we have about 80 episodes, I think it is. Close to it.
70.
A little bit.
Good enough.
So we got about 80 episodes. You can go on any platform imaginable. The easiest way is just go into your browser, type in Pelon and Chubby, and it'll pull up every episode that we've had on every platform available.
If you want to hear it, just stick your ear out the window because somebody be bumping some Pelon and Chubby.
But this here is, so I don't know what Matthew said. Can you see what he said? So this here is the behind the scenes so you guys can just hang out. It looks like Heavy Drevy, Tim Drevino's tuning in. I don't know. Am I allowed to say where he's from South High? Played football against him, a good friend. I think we'll leave it at that, Tim. I don't think you want. Do you want me to divulge where you're coaching now? Does that hurt?
Yeah, it don't hurt me. No, it does.
Because he's
if he's
all right. He's a coach at USC for the football program at USC.
All right.
And he was with the 49ers and stuff. So he's the brass.
The brass.
Huh?
The bomb.
All right. So I don't. What did Matt say?
5-0.
Say something else, dude. Check it out. Check it out.
All
right, so we got a lot of stuff going on this week. A lot of stuff going on in the news. So we're going to cover that. We're going to cover what happened through our week. If there's anything exciting, nothing exciting, we'll just skip it. But we want to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So feel free. We do have some things planned. But by all means, tune in, type in whatever you want to talk about. We will talk about any subject. If you type in a subject, anything, we'll write you a joke on the spot, or a guy will make up a song or whatever. We'll just be creative.
I'll do a dirty limerick with that.
There you go. We'll figure something creative. Let's have a little fun tonight. Let's talk about everything and anything. Nobody get offended because these are just jokes. It's real life happening every single day, and there's nothing to get too pissy about, you know? The one thing I don't understand, and maybe somebody can clue me in, is the accent that gay men speak with. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but where did they acquire that accent? There's a guy at work that I hear, and I swear, it has nothing to do with him being gay. It's just that accent. And the accent that he chooses to use is so annoying. And I'm just wondering if it's like, if there's I don't know, everything's got a YouTube channel where you can practice that and perfect it. And adapt that accent. Like when you go to Europe, you go to England, by the time you leave, you pick up some of that and you start sounding a little bit like it. And some of you fuckers do sound like it a little bit more than others when you're trying to be super cool and be part of their whole world, which you have nothing to do with. But whatever. So I don't know. In the gay community, is there a tutorial? And I'm not trying to talk shit at all. Believe me on this one. I know normally I am, but on this one, is there a tutorial on how to perfect that accent? I think it's just like drawn out syllables, like I don't know, and and so I'm talking to my friend.
I'm starting to hear the influx there.
I don't know.
Just a little bit.
I think it has some like extension of syllables.
I'm hearing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's
so. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And so I don't know, and it's nothing against the homo crew out there. I swear to you, it is just something that I've noticed. Observation of some sort. Yeah. Just like the aggressive behavior of some lesbian women. I mean, I'm just saying. Just pointing it out. I'm not making a judgment. I'm not saying anything, but I've just noticed it. So the wall apparently is gaining up speed again. And there are more people now that are coming out as in favor of this wall. Amazingly enough, now that the money issue is all handled and there's billions of dollars being redirected.
From where?
From who gives a fuck, somewhere. Right, like they were going to get the money anyway.
Right.
Yeah, nobody was going to give it to them. So it's kind of one of those things, now that the money is en route, people are accepting it. There's a little bit of support behind the wall now, and they want to keep them Mexicans out, is what I'm being told. And a few of the Middle Eastern folks that are making that round the world trip there, trying to come in the back door.
Being around the world,
right. So who knows? We never know the truth. We're kept in the dark for a reason, because we don't know what to do with the information that we're given. So our government does the proper thing and keeps us in the dark, because if we knew everything, we'd probably freak the fuck out.
Right.
So it's a controlled information system, right?
Of course.
Of course.
That's how it works.
So anybody in favor of the wall, chime in, Looks like Heather's tuning in. What's up? So, just having a little cocktail, kicking back. It's been a tough week so far. I don't know about your week, but I was at work, and I don't like losing any clients for any reason. And when they sign up with another company for no fucking reason, after they told me that they were going with us, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm quitting. I hate this place. Fuck it. Bye. And then I was like, I better leave before I fucking quit, right? So I went out to the car, sat there for a minute, went back in. I'm like, man, I'm telling my boss, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit, man. I got to sit here and deal with these fucking tards on the phone all the time. And then I finally get them to say yes. And then the motherfuckers cancel. And then they act like their phone doesn't work anymore. When they were calling me and asking for shit, their phone worked perfectly fine. Now all of a sudden I'm calling them, no Nintendo. Don't speak the English. I can't answer the motherfucking phone. I hear it ringing, but oh God, it's got lava covered all over it, and I can't touch it. And I'm about to get in the trailer here with my cousin here in Alabama, and answer the motherfucking phone. You did the first time I called you.
Absolutely.
Now all of a sudden you've got amnesia. Don't know how to pick up that fucking phone. Anyway, so I was dealing with that, and I went back in, and I composed myself. I'm not going to let this beat me.
Be the
Got
bigger
back
man.
on the phone. Bam! $52,000.
Ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bringer. Mm-hmm. Sir.
So things, the world is balanced again. It was tilted against me. The man was holding me down.
Hey, didn't you make the top numbers last week?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I had the most enrolled in a week.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, calm down.
Right.
Get your fan on, son. Get your
not
fan
a whole
on.
lot of money, so I'm trying to get some with some meat, some girth.
Yeah.
Because I heard that girth matters.
Girth
Who's this?
matters.
What the fuck is that?
Ricky Silas comedy.
So what's going on in your life? What's
in my world?
just a boy.
I'm just a man.
So what's going on, though?
Not much. It's kind of smooth sailing. We're getting ready for preparations for our World Summit. We've changed it up. It's going to be, it's going to be, it's the Heal Your Life Summit now. So we're going to be definitely promoting life. Getting your life back together. We're going to actually have a mystical portion. We're going to have intuitive. And we have separate sections, but it's all geared towards getting your life back together.
So it's not going to mess with me on that, right?
Nope.
So let me ask you something. You've entered an incorrect password.
You don't know your password.
Oh, let me try it again.
So it has a tendency to... we're changing things up. We're rebranding the name of the summit because there's so many people with summits. It was just previously known. So,
now, what is a summit? Explain to the good
summit is a
listening.
coming together of a lot of teachers, great leaders, and speakers. And our summit focused on all of our authors' works over the 30 years, and we have put together 80. We usually have like 100, 115 speakers. One year we did a Spanish summit.
Holy shit! How long is this thing?
We do it for like 8 days.
So how many speakers a day?
10 a day.
Because I'd get all spoke out. What the fuck?
We have 10 days, but these are all like
You pick and choose which ones?
Yeah. It's really good because each of ours they usually
What are they talking about?
Well, some of them will talk about connecting and talking to people on the other side, some mediums.
What?
We have
So it's a bunch of kooky motherfuckers going.
we have some very solid people though.
No, but I'm saying like they got a little bit fucking loose, screw loose and shit.
yeah,
Right.
pretty, yeah, touched.
Not like there's enough shit to talk about in the world, but
Yeah,
let's
talk
figure out
about-
some weird shit.
Let's talk
and
about the other
it.
stuff, right?
So are there like any inspirational speakers like Tony Robbins types?
Yeah, plenty of those. Actually, Mike Robbins, no relation to
Right.
Tony Robbins,
He's
but
a generic,
he
it's a
used to be-
generic brand.
he used to be a double A baseball writer. Threw out his arms, but he had such a compelling story, and he's a great speaker, and he's quite a motivational type of guy. 3 books.
Are there people that really need that shit?
You would not believe.
You can do it.
Move it along.
You can do it.
No, actually, I mean,
Believe. Focus, fucker. Focus.
the self-help and the motivational genre is a billion-dollar industry.
So there's that many weak fuckers out there.
It's not a weakness. It's people need some guidance. A lot of people will, they'll
what?
find themselves, meditate, find their yoga spot, find
Everybody
their
knows
sensation.
do the right things and good things happen for you.
Well, okay. That's the secret. The secret. And but
Show up to work, get a paycheck.
a lot of people
Care about what you do.
There you go. There, stuff like that. So when you start putting those
So
little
you don't
topics,
know that? That's not fucking.
everybody knows that. A lot of it's common sense, but some of these people have spoke on it and they've talked on it and they're not spinning it in any particular way. They just are
getting
really
paid
good at it.
Same
really
common sense
good
things.
at it. I've got talkers like Michael Neal, who is like the super coach. He's been like teaching people how to be.
I want that gig.
Dude,
I can talk to people
and talk them through a problem.
This is what you
I'm
do.
a great listener, and I am a really
When the light
good
turns
listener.
red, you stop.
Okay, we can do that
And get paid for it.
and get paid for it.
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. There's that. I don't know, man. I got issues with that. I got issues with needing. See, that is a big problem. I think the problem isn't finding the answers. It's why the fuck don't you know the answers yourself? And you made it this far in life.
Well, some people have difficulties doing it themselves. They need some guidance. They need someone to assist them and push it through.
Like
So
I understand. I need to watch what I eat better.
more,
And maybe
better.
exercise
Okay.
more. So I
mean, Jillian Michaels,
I make a
Jorge
point.
Cruz. Yeah. We have Dr. McCullough.
But they teach all these people, and
Mike Dow.
none of them, a small percentage succeed.
No, some of these guys are a bit like doctoral. Others have metaphysical. They have psychological They help people
They
overcome
lack from-
psychological disorders.
They lack from the push-aways.
Sort of
Push away from the table.
push away from the table.
The
get
stay
away
out
from
of the fridge.
Stay out of your refrigerator.
Yeah.
This is your plate speaking.
So I mean, I know what I should do, but I consciously make the decision not to. But I don't need somebody fucking yelling in my ear.
No.
You need to stop eating, fat fuck. Exercise, you fat bastard.
I don't have anybody like that.
I don't need that.
We don't have anybody.
Well, I'm
like
paraphrasing,
that.
of course, but I'm just saying.
We don't have anybody.
Essentially,
like that.
that's what it is.
Essentially.
Are you aware, sir, ma'am, that you need to cut the fuck down on the food intake? Just checking. Have you seen yourself in the mirror lately? Just checking. Really? We need that?
So if you go to a therapy session with a specialist,
There's another one.
and he just asks a bunch of questions and then just listen to you spill your guts.
I mean, I understand if you went through some brutal attack and it's still 6 months since that happened, then yeah, you might need somebody to talk to. But if it happened 20, 30 years ago and you're still not over it, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why can't you get over it? Fucking it happens. Shit happens. Just let it go.
That's not so
Let it
easy.
go.
Not so easy. Not
Let
so
it go.
easy. Not so easy.
You don't need to be under a fucking hypnosis once a week to fucking get over the fact that the priest touched your pee-pee. I mean, it's not that like, come on. Let's be stronger than that.
Well, I mean, some people they can't, and so they need guidance. They need assistance.
Wow. And we wonder why the world is so jacked.
I don't know about jacked.
Because we can't get over little shit.
Well, here we are with many things. When we get into like in the news and stuff like that, why is it so important? Why does it hurt so much? Why have we changed the way we communicate with each other? How come everything's got to be fair?
I'll tell you what, everybody wants to be defiant. That is the bottom line. Everybody wants to be defiant and just fight against the other side, no matter what the cause, what the reason is. They just want to fight. And unfortunately, nobody has a real reason for it.
What's up, Heather? Welcome back to the discussion. If you want to join in, we have
saying something.
Yeah, we know we're ready for you. We actually are able to take your call.
What, Heather's
Heather Spurling from North Carolina.
From last week?
Yeah, last week.
North Couldn't get in. She tried though. She gave it a chance.
And yeah, she's
You
a
better
good
put
girl.
your seatbelt on.
Call in 760-565-3713.
Put your
We
seatbelt
can bring
on.
it on. We can get
But
you in.
it's all this is just talk. It's in good fun. But honestly, man, I do mean it a little bit. We got to become stronger people, man. Do you think the Russians go through this bullshit? You think the Germans go through this? Matt, check with a couple of Germans over there and see if they go through this shit. I don't think so. I think they're stronger-minded people, honestly. They don't feel so entitled to shit. Like, demand to be, whatever the fuck it is. I don't understand. I don't think you need coaching through life. How in the fuck do these life coaches become like all of a sudden, look, you're not supposed to spend that money. And you go and spend it anyway. And then somebody like me has to bail you out. Right?
Yeah.
Why? You should be able to figure this shit out yourself. But I do it.
I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-help. Fuck.
How about gambling?
Oh, my God. Well, gambling, I'll tell you what. Gambling, drugs, that kind of stuff is a true addiction. And I can vouch for that. So all you got to do is stop. It's easy to say. But it can be done. It can be done. And a lot of that is just excuses why you don't do it. So you can cowboy up and just kick all that shit easy.
Really? Real easy?
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got to do it. You got to realize, one, you're hurting yourself. Everything in moderation is okay. So you can do your little shit in moderation. Just make sure that it's not affecting you, the people around you, your employment, But there's nothing wrong with indulging a little bit in something, I mean, a lot of people have their little things they like to do. Some of them are vices, they call them. I don't know why. Some of them are called hobbies because they're nice and they don't hurt anybody. But guess what? If you're out spending all your family's money on your little remote control airplanes and shit, or you're going to all these little conventions, Star Trek conventions, right? Apparently it doesn't hurt anybody. You're doing the march and spending a plane ticket and your kids don't even have food to eat. How is that no different than you doing drugs and taking money out of your kid's mouth? So, I mean, what are we talking about? Because you think it's right, because you think your cause is you know, doesn't hurt anybody, because you think that, you know, you're better than somebody else. I mean, what is it? Just fix it. Fix it. Whatever it is, whatever you indulge in, whatever your little thing is, if you do it in excess and it takes away from another part of your life, it's wrong. I don't give a shit what it is. And get off these fucking phones, man. I got to do that PSA again. Get off the phone. Spend some time with your kids. This is bullshit. I can't believe what we're doing as a people, man. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying anything. I got a page on Facebook that says that's called "Ditch Your Cell Phone." Right, and I am a believer. I have it because of, you know, this. I record with it. You know, we notify people of the show, and that's how we market. But I honestly believe that we got to get the fuck off the phones, man. We're neglecting our children. We're neglecting our spouses, our friends, all for this fucking phone that takes us away from communicating with other people like a regular fucking human being face to face. You got to hide behind your phone. You got to text. I'll call somebody. They won't pick up the phone. I'll text them 2 seconds later. They'll text back. What the fuck is that? Why can't we pick up the phone? I'm old. I'm old-fashioned. I still like a good phone call. I want to hear whether you're scoffing at what I'm saying or hiding behind your keyboard and sending a message like you're fucking all right with it. I want to see all that, you know? I don't care. Okay, let's use your phone, but FaceTime me or go on Facebook and call me where I can see you. Right?
Right.
I need to see you. I need to hear you. I don't want to just get a fucking text, email. I mean, how fucking cool is that? Let's talk over text.
Let's bring it over.
Why can't we just talk like normal people? We got to be a fucking robot now? Text. Well, I don't take no phone calls. I text. Well, fuck off. I'm not calling you. Aww. I'm not texting you. Take my motherfucking phone call. I'm a little sour about that.
That's okay.
Let's get back to being fucking people. Hello.
Hi. Heather, you got us?
Can you hear? Are you there?
Hello.
Oh, there it is. There she is. There she is. From North Carolina.
West Coast.
Do you have the accent yet in North Carolina? Have you been there?
She's been there all her life.
All your life? Let's hear some of
Yeah, I
that.
was born at the old Naval Hospital in Camp Lejeune.
All right. Don't disguise that accent. Let it go. I need all of it.
Oh, okay. You got it.
So what's up? You sitting there listening? What are you thinking?
Of course. I totally agree with you. People need to get off the phones. They need to pay attention to what's right there in front of them, because if they don't, it's going to go right by.
Right. What if you put this one on speaker? It'll double. I'm trying to get you on where they can hear you on Facebook, but I don't think it's going to
that's
work.
okay if they don't.
It's okay.
It's all right.
This is our conversation.
They're going to have to
They're
go.
going to listen to the playback anyway.
Yeah, you got to go to the podcast. The podcast sounds better. What's your opinion on the Facebook thing or the podcast? Which one sounds better?
Oh, well, I haven't tried the podcast. I tried, but I couldn't.
Shame on
I'm a big
you.
dummy on the phone. But,
Shame on
Facebook-
you. Listen to our podcast.
Well, how do I do that?
All you got to do is go in your browser, type in Pelon and Chubby, and it'll come on every platform imaginable. iTunes, Twitter, what is that?
SoundCloud, Spotify,
Podbean,
iTunes. Yeah, you said iTunes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I am on SoundCloud. I just recently
There you
loaded
go.
up on SoundCloud.
There it is.
Dude.
You can listen. She's on
All right.
SoundCloud. Is what she's saying.
YouTube. We
Folks that can't
can get you. We can
hear
get you
over
where
there.
you want to. So if you, we're connected.
There's almost 80 episodes on there.
So
Some of them better than others, but they're all great.
So what's going on in Heather's world this week?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. Just enjoying the good life here at the beach.
Oh, beach weather already?
No, not really.
So you can see the beach, but you're behind closed doors.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be spring, but it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly here.
Okay.
It's been in the 30s and 40s in the evening. You know, but since it's spring, I'm still wearing my flip flops. I might have a coat on, but I got flip flops on.
That's frozen for us.
Yeah, 40's frozen.
30 and 40?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't talk that language.
We're 4 layers deep.
At night. Yeah.
Nope, not even.
So what? So you live on the beach?
No, I live on the mainland. I actually can hear the beach now. As the bird flies or crow flies or the turkey flies, I'm probably about a half a mile from the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay. So you must have a pretty strong arm if you're throwing turkeys and they're flying.
Absolutely.
There you go. We got a gobble.
Got a gobbler.
If anything, we got a gobble. So North Carolina, there's a lot of fishing. A lot of the boat companies are out there. South Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the Tar Heels. Hey, weren't they involved in North Carolina, Chapel Hill? Weren't they involved in some kind of
Scandal?
issues as far as gender stuff and all that?
Oh, well, I know they did. They passed a law on the shared bathrooms and everything. Cause
Would they do that? Hell nah.
the hell no, not in my backyard.
Not in North Carolina. There ain't gonna be nobody sharing bathrooms in North Carolina. Hell with that.
Well, yeah, they had that episode last year where at the University of UNC Chapel Hill of taking down, what was it? The Silent Sam, I believe.
Oh, yeah. They want all the statues that had anything to do with our history removed. That have anything to do with... look, slavery was a part of this country. You know, not everything that happened in this country has been peaches and cream.
Nope.
Like, actually, when we came here initially, we told the Indians to get out. You know? And if they didn't go out voluntarily, well, they left the world. So
they had to fight for it.
So why all of a sudden now we got to be sensitive to everything? Yeah, some of our folks, their families were in slavery. All right. Well, now they're not. So
we need to embrace and we need to learn from the mistakes of our ancestors and grow as humanity, you know, as people.
So are we that above it all, or are we that like, not in control of our feelings, our thoughts, or anything, that we have to remove these things so it's not visibly reminding us of it?
Offensive.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Oh.
You know?
Well, I mean, I guess, what's the new word of this day? Snowflakes.
Snowflakes, sensitive.
See, I thought you were on the other team this whole time. I thought you were the defender of the world, you know.
No, she's not radical.
I like her.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, on the screen I wasn't sure, but I like her.
Right. Peace, love, and happiness, baby.
Right, I agree with that to a certain extent.
Oh.
Don't force your peace, love, and happiness on me. Yeah. And have me make me, embrace your peace, love, and happiness. Because everybody has a different version of what their peace, love, and happiness is.
That's true.
So my problem is when people try and push on me their beliefs or their feelings on how to eat, how you call it, how to eat the hay, or So that's my issue. But
you gotta be able to respect everybody's opinion
and have the ability
in their shoes.
And have the ability not to accept somebody for what they do or who they are. That's the right that we forget. Everybody is so PC about being tolerant of others. At the same time, you have the right to not be tolerant of somebody else. And we're missing that. We're missing that whole thing. If you are intolerant, you're an asshole. You are now an asshole.
I get that. I really feel that.
Where I should be able to exercise my right to say no. If you're asking, no. What you're doing is not okay. It's not right. And I should be able to say that. But no.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm an asshole. You don't like the homos. You don't like them colored folks. You don't like this. You don't like that. What? Why? Why does it have to come to that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I just don't. I should be able to say whatever I want. If I grew up a Bible thumping, God fearing man, why can't I have those beliefs still? Why am I labeled an asshole that is intolerant? I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know. Now I'm not going to tell everybody.
Right.
I'm not
We're
going to tell
America. That's
Yeah.
Everybody loves America. Everybody, but then they want to destroy us. People around the world want to destroy us
Right.
because we
Why?
want people to be who they are.
Have we ever thought about that? Why does the rest of the world hate us so much? What have we done that is so terrible that sure, we've passed on some of our poorer qualities onto other countries, you know, as far as their kids learning to live like us and shit.
Capitalism is
Right.
the devil.
Right. But why? Why? Why is wanting to be better, to make more, why is that such a bad thing? I guess if it's at the cost of somebody else, I get that. But what is the problem with wanting to be better, wanting to make more money? What's the problem with that? I don't get that.
Totally agree.
Now, if it's at the expense of some children, like in China, you know, working in the sweatshops and everything, and some people might say, well, at least they got jobs, you know. But, you know, at 5, 6 years old,
5,
that's
6
a
years
little
old.
rough.
Happened in the neighborhood, no sweatshops around there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
We got sex trafficking down here on the East Coast.
Is it really
We're
bad?
close
Is
to-
it really bad? I mean, because San Diego is actually the West Coast capital right now because it's so close to Mexico.
And what let me ask you this. Why is it, what's so bad?
Why is it so big
No,
there?
I'm saying everybody wants to get laid. What's wrong? There ain't no problem. But I understand the ones that are doing it against their will. That's a different story. But we got some high sex drive
it's
motherfuckers
different.
down here.
But we've got, you think 95 goes north to south, 40 goes east to west.
Uh-huh.
Where does it meet? Right there in North Carolina. There is so much violence, so much sex trafficking, and what do they call it now? Human trafficking.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Crime is
But people don't talk about it.
crime's bad? Or is it just
Yes,
sex
crime's
trafficking?
bad everywhere.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what,
It's only what the media is
Chicago's
going to...
jacked up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you hear a lot less people walking around saying, I'm from Chicago. Are you sure?
Actually, it gets a bad rap.
What are you talking about?
Chicago
They
gets
got
a
the
bad
numbers.
rap. They got the numbers, but it's definitely declined.
Number one in murders and
It-
shit. What?
It hasn't been as gentrified as New York, say Queens
Well,
and Flatbush and all those other
the advantage
neighborhoods
they
that
have in
been
New York is
gentrified.
Back in the 80s. Oh, my
yeah.
God, New York, back in the 80s.
Right.
Oh, my God.
But it's been gentrified now, so it's not.
we were
even-
talking about Donnie Brasco and shit.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, in New York, they have an advantage over the rest of the country. The rats eat the bodies before you can find them.
There you go. That's true. That's true. There's some survival rats.
Yeah.
Survival
Or you
rats.
get buried underneath the Trump Tower.
There you go. Yeah.
That's where Jimmy Hoffa's at. That's my pretty.
Now we're all getting buried under the Trump Tower.
If we're not run over by the Trump train, we're buried under the building.
It's such a beautiful world. It's a beautiful day in
It's
the
a
neighborhood.
beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Will you be my neighbor?
Joe, do you have a joke on the spot for Heather? Or
What? Give me a topic. I'll bang one out right now. Throw something out there.
Joke, I am so bad at telling.
No, just give me a
joke.
give him a
topic.
topic. Yeah.
I will write the joke on the spot right now.
Okay, so we're going to have a topic.
Yeah. Do you know I'm a comedian?
I'm like, you know,
Have you seen me on TV before?
you want me to be honest? Or do you want me to lie?
Honesty is my only.
That's my only input.
Yeah,
all I want.
honest answer. You haven't seen me, I know.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I
All
haven't
right,
seen
well,
it.
give me a topic. I'm going to astound
So
you.
we're going to talk. We're going to talk about. What should we talk about? I don't know. Give me an example. You put me on the spot.
Anything.
Well, anything.
You can say a box of milk.
Heather, I run a Battle of the Sexes show where 90% of the show is improv. I let the comedians come out and do a stand-up set, just so the audience can get a feel of what the comedian is capable of doing. But second half is all improv, where it's audience suggestions. The comedians have to put up a joke on the spot or offer that topic. And I've had things thrown out, you've seen Vicky Barberlock on America's Got Talent and Instagram. And okay, she came and did my show, and she's a very seasoned comic, but someone threw toothbrush at her, and she kind of staggered for a second, but being the professional that she is and being the seasoned professional that she is, she was able to put out some very well done jokes on toothbrush. So,
Okay.
So give
Is
me
this
something as random
X-rated
as
or P-rated?
We are X-rated.
We do what we do.
All right.
We have no
That's what I
limitations.
like
No
to hear.
limitations.
It's an adult show.
So
Okay,
throw it
so
at Rick.
let's
Throw
talk
it at
about,
us.
because I don't know anything about this, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and she showed me this book, these things that she sells, and I'm like, what's this? What's that?
Sounds like
cock
a
ring.
cock
What the hell
ring.
is
Cock ring. All right, so you have different versions of cock rings. And there's a cock ring that goes on the very tip. That's called the Prince Albert. And it's a piercing that goes on the tip, very tip. It's supposed to increase the sensitivity. All I can think of is a whole lot of hurt, and every time that thing gets yanked on, I can feel myself just screaming. Now, there's another one that you can slide all the way down the shaft at the base of your nuts there, where the nuts connect to the shaft. You got an owner's manual handy? All right, so you slide that all the way down, and it's supposed to, you ever take a tube of toothpaste and start at the bottom of it and then squeeze that thing all the way to the top and get that toothpaste out? Well, that's essentially what you do. You roll this ring down to the bottom of that there, and then it's supposed to intensify the erection and create a boom like that right there at impact. Right.
The cock ring.
The cock ring.
I had cock ring on my international O.J. Simpson case.
Right.
Johnny Cockring.
Johnny Cockring. There you go. There's his cheesy one.
Like it.
All right. So the other day, my girlfriend was politely going down on me, and her tongue ring got stuck on my cock ring.
Okay.
And I was just saying that, hoping and praying that the phone would ring and it would bring someone that could spring me from the situation.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
So I did a little haiku poem.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
And rhyming and a joke all at once.
There we go.
That's skills.
He's good.
Skills. All right,
Skills.
so
Skills to pay the bills.
Let's talk about butterflies.
Butterflies.
reminds me of one of my favorite celebrities of all time, Miss Mimi. And she did the Butterfly album. Mariah Carey. That's a special woman right there.
I know where you were going with that.
She's got all the skills in the world. She's got the tools.
She's got skills.
But no way to use any of them. She got that beautiful voice.
She's awesome.
And no mind to go with it.
She's kind of loopy.
Loopy, kind of. That bitch is nuts.
Oh, my
I'll tell it to her face while I'm making sweet love.
Did you know that stars, these performers and stuff, they can insure their body parts?
Right.
So if something happens,
Yeah, they insure them in case something goes
I had
wrong.
no flipping clue.
Yeah,
If
for
something-
millions.
Like if something happened to J-Lo's butt and she's got it insured,
Right.
she can get money back.
But what I don't understand is that for something to happen to that big ass that J-Lo's got, a bus would have to hit her. She probably wouldn't survive. So who gets the loot? The kids?
The kids.
Mark Anthony?
Tina Turner had her legs insured for $2 million.
So when I took her knees out, did she get paid?
Correct.
Yeah.
You are correct,
Oh
guy.
my God.
Yes.
Hey, is that Bill Elliott?
Bill Elliott's in the house.
Will Elliott's on it. I used to work with Bill Elliott. That's the son of the the NASCAR driver, Bill Elliott.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. And we used to talk NASCAR all the time.
Did Bill drive himself?
And Bill used to get out there and tool around with his daddy when he was on tour.
I'm hearing a little accent. there,
Right.
aren't
And Bill Elliott, we used to talk NASCAR all the time. And from what I understand, NASCAR is quite popular out there in North Carolina.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
We
So
used to haul some moonshine.
The wholesome
that's what I'm
moonshine.
talking about. That's how all racing got started. They was transporting moonshine across state lines and had to get pretty good with the nifty driving to elude the authorities. So that's how NASCAR got its start, and nobody knows that really. But that's a fun fact right there for NASCAR. So, Bill Elliott, how's your old man
And
doing?
His grandson Chase.
Huh?
Well, his grandson Chase Elliott, he's moving up in the ranks. He's he's doing pretty good. I mean, Chase, he was.
Did you hear that,
They
boy?
don't call it the Bush Series now. It was,
Bush Series, right. It's
I forget what they call it.
The National something, I don't know.
Yeah,
shit, I
they
can't remember.
changed the stuff around so much. But
So, hey, Will, your
Yeah.
cousin Chase is doing real fine in NASCAR now. You hear that, boy? Chase is taking names. Go on there, Will. All right, so
So y'all been watching the basketball tournament that's been going on?
I'm
NCAA.
sorry, what was that
the
word
little
you said would start with the T?
basketball
Tournament?
tourniquet. What's a tourniquet?
I don't have no cuts. What you talking about? All right, so, yeah, no, we watched a little bit. Duke got a little scared there for a minute. They almost lost. They won by 1 point to
my
Central
God.
Florida.
There was some black magic.
What? Watch your mouth.
There was some black magic. The way that ball bounced off that ring, not once but twice. There was some serious black
Central
magic.
Florida
going on.
had their chances to win it, and they would have took out a monster right there.
Did.
Yeah, I don't know what else. You know what? Honestly, I've been working so much, I haven't had a chance to really tune in. Has there even been any upsets, like big ones?
Oh my God! Yeah, there's no Cinderellas left. That's for sure. UCF was the last Cinderella.
No, they're-
Oh wait, no, there is one Cinderella left in the 16.
I forgot about all that.
Because we're going into Sweet 16s tomorrow.
Oh my gosh! And I don't have my list with me. I left it at work.
You
Are you-
playing the grids? You playing?
Are you in
playing the
a
brackets?
pool? You got a bracket going?
I got a bracket going.
Who'd you pick to win at North Carolina,
Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Actually, no. The Volunteers,
What?
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
I know, right?
Man. Okay, so this is what's going to
That's a
happen.
reach.
Duke's got.
It's the vibe. I don't watch it.
Duke's-
I
okay.
don't know all the players.
So
and
did you
stuff,
do
but,
vibe on
know,
your?
like-
Did you do vibe on your bracket?
Hey, Peyton Manning's doing real well for the Volunteers
yeah, I
right
did
now.
do a vibe, and I had the Vols. Yeah, I had Tennessee winning it.
Oh my goodness!
I heard Peyton went for about 30 the other night for the Vols.
You're lame. That was good though. Right?
That was good.
So
I can tell
outside
you
of
this beer that I'm drinking right now is very good.
Real good.
It's tasty.
Oh, what kind of beer are you drinking?
I'm drinking Modelo
Watch
Especial.
this. You're about to watch a
My
professional.
name is Ricardo Antonio.
You're watching a professional at work. Do your Modelo plug. Do your Modelo plug.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, please.
Pelon.
When I like to drink beer, which is not that often, I choose to drink Modelo. Modelo is my favorite drink. When you're sitting at home at the couch eating some chips and salsa, grab yourself a Modelo. It will satisfy. Thank you.
And you've just heard a Pelon
Mucho
moment.
gracias.
Mucho gracias on the couch.
Are you familiar with chips? They're not the floating chips, but the one you eat
Would you eat
with
the
salsa.
chips with salsa?
The word of the day is chips.
Chips and
Okay.
salsa.
Our Latin word of the day is chips.
Chips.
Can you use it in a sentence, please? Sure. When I am sitting at the table having dinner, I prefer to have chips and salsa. We were having that at
Wow.
work. Hey, we were having that at work.
Had
And
some
Dennis
chips and
does a
salsa?
joke about that. Dennis Gaxiola does a joke. And he says, Mijo, I think every woman has the right to choose. And he said, what are you talking about? To wear shoes. Yes, shoes.
Oh my gosh. We are live. Got on the phone caller from North Carolina, Heather Spurling. Heather, I want to thank you for your time. We do have to get back into this. Got some things that we were going to do. We'd love to have you.
If any fan of NASCAR ever wants to tune into this show and be a part of it, you're more than welcome anytime in this garage here. Okay?
Garage here.
You got it. Once I figure out how to figure out my SoundCloud, I'm definitely going to share.
Mm-hmm. Tell all your folks.
So thank y'all so much.
You're so welcome.
You got to get that East Coast fired up and have them tune in.
I'll
to
send you a
Pelon and
link to
Chubby.
this one. This was hot. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We've had...
Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you very much, Heather. We've had Heather on the line there from North Carolina, folks. Will Elliott, thank you for tuning in there. Yeehaw! Chester's dead.
Rootin'. You have a good night.
All
Wow,
right.
that's all good. Hey, 760-565-3713. We're around the horn, recording and
The folks on Facebook are going to have to
you're
tune
gonna
into the podcast to hear that
episode to see how
interview.
good that juiciness
Because that was actually pretty good.
That was not bad. Not
Heather,
bad
for her
enough.
first time ever,
Yeah.
she did it like a champ.
Her man is a radio air.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, Mr. Elliott is a nice man.
Really?
I said Elliott. Sorry. You know that.
So he's on the radio, the real one?
Yeah, real radio, on the air, personality. They talk about everything, local news.
I'm on the
politics.
Wow.
On the radio. And so
I'm on a Mexican.
yeah,
Wow.
so I listened to
Radio.
two or three shows, and it's the type of stuff like even our podcast you put in the background so you can just listen to it.
Right.
We've got 76 episodes.
Right.
Well, actually, tonight's 76.
Sure, you're right.
But dig deep. There's a lot of good stuff back there, and
There is.
we want to keep going forward. We're taking calls 760-565-3713. Listen to the mellow voices of Chubby,
Or you can just
and
type in
Pelon.
what you want.
And type it in on the. I think we got to pick it up now. What's up, Rick McNeely?
Wow.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry, that was me. And
So
looking forward to some plans. What's going on? What's going on, man? You said
okay. So we're in the end of March.
last
Line it up.
couple of days
We
of
got
the.
Easter coming up. So Sunday is
Are you going to kill the rabbit? Oh,
Kathy's
that's
birthday.
birthdays, man.
Yes.
And
We
then
got
yours
all
is
kind
on
of
the 3rd.
birthdays going on. So my daughter, my first daughter ever.
Yep,
Yes,
that you know of.
First daughter ever. Leanne was born on March the 16th. And so she just had her birthday.
My son's was yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
happy birthday,
to your son,
Andrew.
yeah.
Yep.
So she had her birthday on the 16th. All my babies was born on the 16th.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
That's pretty aligned.
Right.
You better go check your numbers on your Powerball or something.
16 should be in.
At
So
least.
my Leanne was born on the 16th. Kira was born on the 16th, April 16th, and June was born on the 15th, one day early.
You just messed it up there.
I know.
Yeah. So that's
I was
why
sitting there with my thumb in her shit,
trying
right?
to
Like,
push him back in.
just wait a couple more
minute.
hours, dog.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
So
Oh, wait a minute,
That
Mr.
would've been-
Postman.
that would have been really weird.
That would have been perfect alignment.
All
That would've been-
16?
All 16.
16, it sounds like fertilizer. 16, 16, 16. That's what I use on my
like
lawn.
46, 16, 16 or something. 32, 16, 16.
I use 15, 15, 15 or 16, 16, 16 on my grass, and it's beautiful.
Maybe your landscaper is cheating you on something, man. Because there's got to be a 36,
I go buy
42. Oh, you buy it? 16,
Yeah.
16, 16?
Yes, sir. It's all-purpose fertilizer
Oh,
from Betsy herself.
you're not giving me a bunch of fertilizer right now? 16, 16, 16. I thought because it had to do something with the equinox cycle or something like that. 16, 16. I thought it was like
And you can
36,
use it for your
16,
trees,
16.
your grass, and look how beautiful my grass is.
Oh, your grass is
I know.
nice.
I do water the
You
shit
do
out of
water
it.
the hell out of it. Yes.
But it is fertilized.
It's proper.
Yes.
That's good.
I fertilize it every 2 months, which is like change your oil now in these cars that need it every 7,500, doing it every 3,000.
Nice.
Because I'm religious.
All right. Oh, can we talk about a little bit of news? Just a little bit of news.
In the news.
Oh, man. Councilwoman, who is also the education
For what state?
superintendent. Oh God, I think she's from Virginia.
Well, that explains everything.
That might be a problem. Why? But she's the education secretary for the United States, and she came out and talked about the defunding of the Special Olympics, and got into a major kickback because they were talking about because the organization already gets money from appropriation from private organizations and a lot of
They get a shitload of money.
But when you start taking the money from the government from those things, because they're not a government organization, they are a 501c like all the others.
How much money do you need? They get the stadium donated. They get all the shit donated.
But they don't have anything at the end of the year.
They sell it to TV.
They sell to television. They sell
for millions.
But have you watched a Special Olympics program? They need training facilities. They need procurement for the whole year, not just for the Special Olympics. They have little cycles. They have the mini thing. It's just as like our Olympics, the Special Olympics need.
Right, hold on, hold the phone. Look. If your kid is in in Special Olympics, you might want to turn the fuck off. All right.
All right, you're gonna get hurt right now.
Right. All right. Sorry. So look, I don't give a fuck how much training you put one of these kids through. They're never gonna fucking learn. That's why they got handicapped, retarded, they got whatever's in their title.
Okay.
So they're not learning shit. So we need to skip all the training bullshit and just throw them out there. That's part of the enjoyment of this whole motherfucker.
Their strongest events, I mean, they're not good at running, but that hammer throw,
right?
World record hammer throw. Dude's got some muscle or
like for
attention.
Real peoples.
The Special Olympic champion is a world record holding
against
normal people,
right?
Even so,
he has the world record. So why the fuck is he competing against other tards? He should be in the regular shit.
Stop those. I'm just saying that word. I hate that word, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. That's like you were saying, the fucking switchovers.
Yeah.
Competing in the MMA.
Women, oh man, don't get me on that. But yeah, so she's got backlash from her suggestion and proposal.
I don't understand what they need funding for. You put that shit together in one day.
No, you can't.
And they're saying, you know what? I don't think you should televise that shit.
Oh, Rick,
I don't think it's right.
Rick.
I don't think it's right.
Man, okay.
Do you think the majority of people are like, that's so great? Or are a bunch of motherfuckers having beers and shit and watching like, look at him. Look at him. And then they crash and burn and shit and they're like, yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Well,
I think
they definitely won't be selling beer. Now, you can't have a bunch of beer competitions just because the athletes look like they're
it's nice that they get to compete.
Yeah.
But do they even know they're competing?
They know.
Some.
Wait. But everybody gets.
They
awards,
don't even
though.
know how to
everybody
put their fucking shoes on, but they know.
Everybody gets awards though. Everybody gets awards though.
Right.
That's
I agree
unsettling.
with that.
You agree with that?
Absolutely.
Why?
Come on, man.
Okay, one's going out there and putting forth the effort, but they all get. So you like the.
They need a participation
awards.
Yeah, they do. The rest of these motherfuckers that don't have issues, they're the ones that don't need it. Like fucking all these white kids. They don't need all that shit. You got to start learning how to lose to black people, fucker, because that's how it's going to be the rest of your life.
All right. So accept it?
Accept it.
Accept it.
Yeah, you need to be trained on how to lose to black people, because if you're playing basketball, you're playing football, you're going to lose to black people a lot.
A lot.
So you don't get that participation trophy.
Used to it. Get over it.
Yeah, we need to train you for life.
Just deal with it.
Yeah, you're going to succeed in the whole workplace. The sports, you got to surrender.
Your job, your income will be a lot higher.
Be accepting of, hey.
Be accepting.
It's not for you. Just buy rap albums to keep those motherfuckers employed. That's all. White folks, do your part. You've been doing it for years.
Shame. You're a damn shame,
Don't stop now. I'm just saying.
That's all bad. All right, and so we got
That's Joshua?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
No. Joshua Getz.
I can't read the whole thing.
Man, they don't. If they don't say nothing, I don't see who
Rodriguez? He's got like 3 names. Maybe I'm
Jaime Rodriguez Ortiz or Cruz. Jaime Rodriguez
Hey,
Cruz.
dog, you don't have to use all those fucking names. I understand where you.
We understand.
You don't have to use all
We
those.
understand.
You don't sound all official. My name is Ricardo Antonio.
Ricardo Antonio Rodriguez Cruz. Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We'd
We're
love to
having
have
fun,
you.
dog.
We're just having
Always having fun. At your expense.
At your expense. Other things in the news.
In the news.
Wow, they're talking about getting some reparations.
Oh, the neighbors again?
For the neighbors. They're talking about it again. What? They got a little bit closer. Gets a little
Hey, I
bit
thought
closer.
that whole 50 acres and a mule fucking lost steam a long time ago.
No, see, they're trying to resurface that. But then the second they open that conversation, the Native Americans, or what are the words? What's the proper word for them?
In the name of David Duke.
They get up in air right away.
Hey, the Indians got their casinos. Fucking game over.
Game over.
You got your casinos. You're making money on those casinos. If your tribe is not one of the ones that's cashing in, I'm sorry for your luck. There's kids in Africa starving too.
I don't know how that part works, but yeah, they can keep it tax free. Everybody that lives on the reservation, I get it. That's nice. Reparations, though. Let's open that up. Conversation has to come in, but
There's
then it's
too
like,
many-
how do you claim, or how do you go claim it?
Right.
How do you
How we're
prove
gonna-
you're a descendant of a slave?
Look, nobody ever thought you motherfuckers would make it this far. So that's why they offered that shit in the first place, this reparations thing. Now there's too many of you motherfuckers to pay you back. So I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money.
I'm
We just
sorry
need a
about
little
your
piece.
luck.
A lot of
'cause,
money.
Yeah, you ain't getting shit. So, yeah, I'm really sorry what happened. But maybe there's some therapy we can give you.
Yeah. Another thing in the news, we've got one of the first injection or the
Whoa.
you like that? That was,
Injection for...
yeah, But no, the first lawsuit that was actually won and settled for death or defamation used by use of
Lethal injection?
not lethal injection. No, freaking just regular injections or kids.
Oh, the shots?
Yeah.
Doing the shots?
1.6 million.
What happened?
Her and her family were awarded 1.6 million because she got sicker and sicker. She was usually having normal type of things, but then she went in for her
After
first
she was
vaccination.
Right.
And
So you know that there's already proof that kids are coming up fucked up after they're getting their shots.
this one is the first.
But they didn't want to release it.
No, this is one of the first lawsuits that was actually
I'm on that
settled.
fucking train.
You want to get on that?
Because my kid upstairs was perfectly normal. She got her immunization done.
Uh-huh.
Now she's fucking tarded, right? And she's on the spectrum now. But you can ask anybody. She's autistic, severely autistic now. And it's all because of those fucking shots.
Okay, so you take that and the very first case, $1.6 million, based off of her age, how long she was, and how much she was affected, plus potential earnings and going forward.
Right.
Then there's other lawsuits that the family and she can still spin off and get. But her $1.6 million?
Yeah.
How do you figure the
I don't know, but hopefully they
potential earnings potential of a child? So you just settle. So they've got cheddar to settle.
If they're
And now
going-
they've got over 5,000 or even 5,500 cases outstanding that are currently setting up, and they're now starting to write some checks.
Well, I'm going to say that my chick was going to work for NASA and be a rocket scientist. And so her potential earnings was $600 million. Or like, you know what? I'm going to tell them that we're very, very, what do you call it? Consistent and religious about buying lotto tickets. And by my calculations, she would be the one that would probably win $1.5 billion in the next Powerball drawing in the year 2048. So we'd like to get paid in advance on that, on the count of I'm not going to be around to
be
spend
able
the
to
money for
spend
her.
enough for her. So on the flip side of that, we have a lot of senators trying to sign the bill to allow children to continue in education without immunization, without vaccination.
We've been trying to say that forever. They won't allow you in school if you don't get it.
So Big Pharma has a big hand in on this.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. They selling the poison.
And they know.
They know
it's fucked up.
They can settle cases for $1.6 million, so it's no big deal to them.
And still make their money.
And the circle continues. So you're like, why do we
as the world turns,
why do we put so much focus on it? It's the lobbyists that let that poison get there in the first place.
This week, Emma and Jack finally connect.
Yeah.
Royce and his daughter split ways as the world turns.
As the world turns. So we also got the Mueller report turned in. A lot of people have been talking about that. Then AG Barr says that
I probably could count on my one hand.
How many people have been talking
give a fuck about Mueller?
Giving a fuck? No, nobody. But until Comey's going to be brought back up for some more testifying. There's some hot stuff happening. It's all burling now. It's all in the brew.
All for nothing.
You think?
Teflon Don,
right? Untouchable.
Or Teflon Don. You're not gonna look. You fuckers are the old witch gave up.
Okay, so Comey's fired. Blah blah blah. Everybody's indicted. Blah blah blah. You take down so many people around you, but I hired the best people. And then everybody's indicted. Everybody's going to jail. Everybody's flipping.
Because they're trying to get to him by sacrificing all these people. And they just have to realize, look.
You're not getting Don.
Let's just stop.
What if you get Don Jr.? What if we get Don Jr.?
Fuck him. He's a tool anyway.
What if you get Ivanka?
That bitch ain't going down. She's like Don.
Nah, I don't think so.
She's Teflon.
I don't think so.
Dude, that bitch ain't ever going nowhere. Trust me. Ivanka's got some kind of like, she blew somebody somewhere, with up there because she's untouchable.
All right. Well, I know. I got a lot of faith on districts all the way down as far as Virginia. For this, Southern District of New York, so got ready to sink their teeth on him. As soon as they freeze his income, that's when it's like the Southern District of New York. Yeah,
ain't nothing happened to that motherfucker.
His organization is not packed. If the kids are in charge,
he will buy everybody.
No, I mean, did you see that report about Deutsche Bank giving him money even though he wasn't as worth as much as he said he was? They just gave it to him.
That's their fault.
That's their fault.
The other day
they got kickbacks and perks and stuff. So
the other day I was watching Gavin Newsom, the new governor of California, on TV.
But wasn't he recently told to sit down and shut up about something? Just because, I mean, no. Okay, no, I know the Sacramento.
What?
Sacramento.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Why is that?
Our Democratic leaders, man.
What'd Kevin Johnson say?
He wasn't
even that good of a basketball player. Fuck that motherfucker.
Why do they? I mean, we're in trouble.
Phoenix Suns will never shit. Come on. Now.
We in trouble. In trouble.
Here's what So I'm watching Gavin Newsom on the news or TV or whatever. And something's wrong with him. I mean, I know he switched teams a couple times and all that, but something's wrong with him, man. He's on TV and he's like trying to be overly animated and he's got some weird twitches going on. And when he talks, does he realize how fucking retarded he looks when he's talking? I mean, somebody's got to show him a video and be like, dog, what are you doing? You look terrible in this. Terrible. Oh my God, I'm watching it and I'm getting seasick watching him move side to side so much and do his little twitching and little like smirk and shit. Motherfucker, they can see right through you. They know you're fake. You're sitting there looking at your wife like, I love you, but Bob loves me more. And when he puts it in me, I loves it. So I wish the truth would come out. That dude is a fucking piece of shit. Gavin Newsom is a fucking train wreck, run California into the fucking dirt worse than it is governor. And people need to realize it and identify it and point it out that it's a sham. It's a sham and a shame that cocksucker runs this country, this state. Well, Donald Trump
runs it in the ground. Donald Trump, Gavin Newsom.
That guy is the worst fucking governor of this I thought Arnold was bad. Rubbing up on everybody.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
But this Gavin Newsom fella blowing his fucking constituents in office is what he's going to do. Watch. The fucking homo's going to come flaring out on him. We're in trouble, folks. It's May Day. Call for help.
Mayday.
What time is it?
It's all 9 up.
Oh, shit. So we've been on for an hour?
Yeah.
I got to go. I got works in the morning.
Workses?
Yeah. I had been kicking around the idea of moving this to Saturday.
Oh, hell no.
Why?
You're not getting me in here on no Saturday.
What is that?
I have comedy shows. I got stuff I'm doing.
You got the honeydew shit?
During
the day I'm talking about.
During the day? Not happening.
We just record this shit. That way it's not so late.
No.
We're not
it's
working.
Not going to happen. No. There's a honeydew day. That's whatever.
We'll keep it on Wednesday.
We leave it on Wednesday. Hump day is always
rules and shit.
Cry baby. Stop it.
All right.
Mad world.
So we covered a lot of things, kids. If you got any notes, please send them into the Pelon and Chubby Show.
In the Dropbox. Actually, the website's going to be up, and it's going to have an input.
I got to get you the pictures.
Man,
I got them.
Don't. You got them?
Yeah.
You got the password for the
I done had them. You seen it?
No, I ain't seen nothing. You ain't sent me no password. You ain't sent me nothing. You saw me.
I got to talk to Pyle.
Wow.
JP.
He's gone.
I can get him on Facebook. I'm just sending it straight to you. But the pictures came out nice.
The website.
You're going to do the website?
Yeah.
We got the domain name.
We've got the domain.
PelonandChubby.com.
And we just need sponsors. We're doing some affiliation things with some other people, but it's just we want this studio. We want this bigger.
We're going to get the camera.
We want to do better.
We got to get a new, if anybody's got a hookup on signs.
Vinyl. We want a vinyl banner. We want a whole drip drop. Jeff Poppy Gringo. We want a big banner.
Yes.
I'm talking to you, dog.
Yes.
We can do a pop-up show and
we need like
a fundraiser.
We need like a carpet.
Why don't we do a fundraiser pop-up show one last time? Just one more comedy show.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
You're the one doing all this urban shows and shit. I don't do that.
I'm not just doing urban shows. I got the comedy battle show, and I also have the comedy.
I don't
league.
do battles.
Yeah, so you're cornholing yourself into.
I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking national.
I'm
now.
a national.
I'm worldwide.
I'm worldwide,
neighbor.
So yeah, in June I'll be in Augusta, Florida. St. Augusta. Augusta, Florida.
Georgia.
Florida. Augusta. I don't know, somewhere. I know. Oh, St. Augustine, Florida. That's right. Touring again. I'll be doing a couple of nights. Maybe I'm trying to do a week. A week. Just trying to get out there. Pelon and Chubby. And then when I come back, July and August, I'll have some bigger shows. Bring some. But we need to do some things.
We're gonna get this shit going.
We gotta
we've been at it for so long.
When we hit, because we're at 76, and I was saying 50, we were going to stop this Facebook thing. But actually, we like the Facebook. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. It helps influence the actual recording.
Right.
Damn, he's getting loose, and he's out of it.
Right.
So on that note, folks, I want to thank you for calling. Thank you for checking in. Heather, thanks for popping in. This is going to be another number one. It's a top.
Yes, sir.
Most listened to episode 72.
Was?
Right now is the top.
Over 1,000.
Yeah. And we had views on certain videos, but the episodes are doing good. Doing good.
So next week we are going to have a new young lady on the show, I believe. It is going to be Sarah Castro. She's going to be coming on the show, and I think she might be a permanent fixture, so we'll have the female clientele again. We are going to have the Rain Gutter guys in, doing a little interview. We're going to Phil the Keg. And next Sunday.
Sunday.
This Sunday is Kathy's birthday. And guess what next Wednesday is?
Your birthday.
Yes, sir.
So guess what?
So we're going to have a birthday show, birthday cake. We need everybody tuning in. Tell your friends.
Open up the door.
And we're going to have a cake.
Because I feel like that's we got some temptation.
So join us next Wednesday on April 3rd.
There's still one beer left over there.
For my birthday.
Okay.
It's my birthday. I'm going to do what I want.
And he'll cry if he wants to. He's going to cry if he wants to.
And thank y'all for joining in. We are the Pelon and Chubby Show here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Tell your friends. Be a friend of the Pelon and Chubby Show. Follow us on whatever the fuck it is you want to follow us on. And we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate North Carolina. Until next time. See ya.
Good night, everybody.